Okay, now welcome to our lecture number 3. In lecture number 3, today we'll try to understand escape sequences. Escape sequences have a very important role in C++ language. Escape sequences mostly used in C++ and language afterward is from family of C++ as Java. Escape sequences are used as a formatting function. Let's we open a source file that we already have created for you today. The escape sequences. Our lecture 3 is escape sequences. Escape sequences are special letters those used with backslash, and they will not be printed as they are inside of a double quotation. Instead of that, they have a certain task or a certain formatting style they implement on our prompt. Instead of that, as supposed to be, we started here again. Include IOStream for input output using std. We know it's macro to get out std in and straight out. We don't have to repeat those macros again and again. Instead of that, again and again writing std scope resolution cout, we can directly go through with cout. Now check it out. Here we write down the cout and we use /n. In lecture 2, we use a little /n to understand it's the next line. Means inside of the prompt, when I write down this /n, so it will not be printed. Instead of that, it will take a caution that this prompt should be printed on the next line. So this is the first line, this is the second line. So these both things will be printed, every line will be printed on the next line. Similarly, here I put two /n's. So when I put two /n's, definitely it will give you a gap. Similarly, here again use n, and then I use that another escape sequence is called /t. /t is 4 space in a single line. That's why it's also called a tab. If you check it out on your keyboard, the third button vertically from the row is a tab button. When you press tab button, go to a certain margin in MS Word and other Microsoft Word processors. But in C++, /t is used to exactly take 4 spaces. Means it will hello after that. It will not print /t here, but it will print this I after 4 spaces, this T after 4 spaces, then M, then T after 4 spaces. Similarly, here I repeatedly write down /n 3 times, so it will be provide us a 3 lines gap. Then another very wonderful thing that we have in C++, it's the only language pattern which can write like an English narration. As most of the direct narration we write down, he said, then comma, then double quotation, it's the language I want to learn. But normally in any other prompt language, if you write down, you can't give this punctuation, mean this double quotation can't be printed, this comma can't be printed. We remember that this double quotation is a mandatory thing for your prompt. In every single line of the prompt, you're watching out that it enclosed within double quotations. The double quotation is here, as well as the double quotation is here. If you remove the double quotation, that line become an error. This line become an error. Automatically, you're watching out that the semicolon become blue. That means it's taking out that prompt is not terminated. We put the semicolon inside, and then it's going to be terminated. Then you can semicolon become red. So when you terminate the prompt, then automatically semicolon becomes red. This is the benefit of IDE. But here in C++, when we use slash with double quotation, a backslash behind that, that means it's not terminating that first quotation. Whenever I'm using a double quotation with a sign of forward slash, it means that I want that this double quotation should be printed in my output. It certainly not means that it's terminating the double quotation. Similarly, again, I repeat another 2 double quotation. This double quotation is with that backslash, and this double quotation is actually terminating the string. There are a lot of escape sequences that are other for useful. So I give some one example of X41. That's basically a hexadecimal code. Or other lists you can find out on internet, or I will at the end also show you a complete table. You can take a screenshot and make your regular notes if you want. So let me compile it. Compile 0 error, 0 warning, and I press F10. So F10 to compile and run. It's compile and run. Check it out. Here over displays, it says that this is the first line of the program. After that, you have gone to the second line. Check it out again. Then it's the second line of the program, and the third line you write down hello. On the next line, it's hello. Then 4 spaces. Then I. Then 4 spaces. Then M. Then 4 spaces. Then T. And then here tab with the 4 spaces. Similarly, if you check it out here in our Discord screen area, where we have write down this line is there. So our display says that he said, then a comma is then that slash a double quotation. This double quotation is printed here. That is the language I want. And again, we got a full stop and terminating double quotation. Terminating double quotation is also here. And you write down no vertical. This number of vertical we have write down here, and x41 slash x is actually used for hexadecimal. Similarly, slash O is used for the octal series of number and mathematics. So slash x41 is similar to ASCII 65. So it will display a letter, capital A. So letter A as decimal code is in place. So this is the basic function of escape sequence. Normally in our regular programming, we'll keep using escape sequences. You can check out the program, we can take a screenshot to save the program. There are a number of escape sequences that you can have it from my notes. So here you can take a screenshot it is, or you can download it from anywhere in the internet. The basic escape sequences are /n, /t. /b is actually used for the backspace. Backspace, whenever you put a /b, the cursor will take two backspace. Here, that already we are showing that it splits out when you are once you have used using namespace std. So in the programming, you don't need to type all these things. So similarly, /v, it's a vertical tip, but we remember this will not work. This will not work. Not working. You check it out. It will not work. It will show you some assemble. But normally in developer C++ or 5.1 the bloodshed, it will not work. It's have been given, but it's not work in Windows any version now. App is form feed. It's for the printer purpose. /a is for a beep. / and then all these punctuation that already have gone through with. Then we have discussed with you the octal numbers. So these octal numbers, any octal numbers as the octal of 101 is A, here x41. We just also have given the examples. And similarly, the Unicode decimal position for your computer output display. So these are the lists. These are the similar lists almost available on all the websites that you have. The most important is the first two ones. Those we will keep using is /n and /t. And /r is basically a carriage return. Carriage return actually means enter. The similar result as your enter key. Enter key is also got cargent, or is also got carriage return in this scenario. Sam, you can write down your own program and you can examplate them, have practice for that thing. The basic key for the programming is keep practicing. We keep sharing our lectures on regular basis. The whole syllabus will be uploaded. It's a lecture 3 for escape sequences. Hope so student understood that thing. Any type of question, if you want to post, you can post inside of the comment section. Thank you.